What's up guys, and welcome back to the first video of 2022. I honestly can't really believe that it's a new year, but I'm really excited and I'm feeling really good about this year. So I know that New Year's are like kind of a facade, like it's just another day really, but I am feeling really good about this year. Obviously there's always going to be hardships and always going to be trials, but I am rebranding, I am here for it, and I am making some really great intentions for the new year. So that's what this video is about today. I hope the start of your 2022 is amazing, but I am starting this year with a video about my New Year's intentions and just like some goals and just some general, I don't want to say resolutions because it's not really resolutions, but just some general things that I want to accomplish this year. So without further ado, let's just get right into everything I want you guys to know about this year. Alright guys, so I planned out my new year through Notion, and then I used Canva to make a vision board. So I'll kind of walk you guys through my vision board after I go through my goals and everything. But I did use Notion, so I will take you guys on a tour through my Notion in another video. But I basically wrote 2022 with a little icon of some stars. And I started off by writing my word of the year, which is peace. Something I learned at the end of last year was that it's so important to protect my own peace and protect the things that I want to keep peaceful, essentially. Protect your peace has kind of become my motto, and I've really learned to take a step back from things, work included, social media included, just so we can, excuse me, just so I can really walk into this year feeling peaceful and feeling ready, and that's kind of what I'm going for. So I talked about this a little bit before, protecting my peace, in a life update I posted a few weeks back. But yeah, so my word of the year is peace, and I really want to hold on to that this year, is that I just want it to be peaceful and no drama and just very like introspective and just peaceful. So that is what I started off with, was my word of the year. After that, I scrolled down and I have some finance goals. I'm not going to share all of them, but I do want to grow my savings account significantly this year. I spent way too much money last year, and I'm not doing that again this year, so I want to make sure that I'm really focusing on filling my savings account. The next one on that list is to stop impulse buying. Well, at the end of last year, basically 2 weeks ago, I got rid of probably 50% of the stuff in my closet. I got rid of so much stuff because I was like, out with the old. I am not replacing it, but I just wanted to get rid of things that I no longer wear, that no longer fit my like style, that were just like too, like, that I bought for silly reasons, or just like some stuff literally had the tags on, and I was like, okay, we need to like restart. So another goal is to stop impulse buying. I would just like be like, oh, that's cute, and like buy it, or I would buy things like specifically to wear to Disney, and I don't want to do that because I really want to make sure that like I'm buying pieces that I'm gonna wear for a long time, and I really want to go into like a neutral vibe of things. It's just like, I have a lot to talk about with that, but essentially stop impulse buying. I would like to potentially buy a new car this year. This is kind of just like a generic, like, maybe if it happens, if it does, it does, but I would like to buy an SUV this year. That's not set in stone, but obviously, but it would be kind of cool. I would really like to upgrade into an SUV. I think it would be beneficial for me in many different areas of my life. So there's that. And then another one was stop spending an excessive amount of money on food. I spend so much money, and that essentially means like eating out. So I want to be so much more like intentional about the money I spend on food, because I spend way too much money on food. It is ridiculous. So basically I am working on buying groceries at the beginning of the week, planning out my meals, and this will also help me eat a lot healthier. But yeah, essentially I'm just trying to plan out my food. That way I don't have to spend money at Chick-fil-A, I don't have to spend money at Chipotle, I don't have to spend money on food outside of what's necessary, or outside of grabbing dinner with my friends. Obviously I'm not going to turn that down because I do want to spend more time with friends this year, but you know, just like, I just don't want to spend as much money on food, essentially. Okay, so the next thing is my social media goals. These are some of these are numeric goals. I've had really big goals for social media the last couple of years, and I really just want to kind of scale that back. And I think it's important to dream big, but I think it's also important to like be realistic and be like, okay, these are actually attainable. So the first one is to take 30-minute intentional breaks every day, and I've been actually really good at that. Sorry, I need to get some water. I was sick last week, so I have a lingering cough. Okay, so yeah, I want to take 30-minute intentional breaks every day, and I've really been working on curating my night routine, and I think it's actually been really helpful for me. I would lay on bed on TikTok for hours and literally go to bed so late. But now I'm basically like letting myself watch TikTok for a bit and then putting my phone on the charger, because it's a wireless charger, so it has to sit on the charger. And then I watch like 25 minutes of TV, and then I'll read for like 15-20 minutes. So that's like my 30-minute intentional break of the day, but I do want to take more breaks than that. I'm just trying to figure out how to kind of work that in. But yeah, so that was one of them. And then for my numerical goals, apologies. Okay. I'm not going to share too much numerical stuff, but basically I want to obviously gain more subscribers on YouTube, more followers on Instagram, and more TikTok followers, which I think is super attainable. The numbers that I wrote are attainable. So yeah, well, I guess I could tell you, I want to hit 750 subscribers on YouTube, 3,000 Instagram followers, and 1,000 TikTok followers. That would be my ultimate goal. Obviously, I really want to upgrade my content and work hard this year to make that happen. But those are my numerical goals. And then just social media as a whole, I really want to post more of like what I want. Essentially, I want to post more video content, post more reels, and just like post what I want. Essentially, like I don't want to be this like curated like Disney influencer. Like I want to share my life in Central Florida, and that's what I'm gonna do. So it's gonna be a little bit more carefree, a lot more photo dumps, and I'm actually really excited for it. So the next set of like goals, I split them up because I wanted to be really specific. I didn't want to just be like eat healthier or like drink more water. Like I wanted to be super specific with my goals. So health and wellness is the next section. The first one is eat more whole foods. That includes vegetables, because I do not eat enough vegetables at all. It's kind of ridiculous. The next one being take in more fruits and vegetables. I really need to get better at this. I literally don't know why, I just don't eat a lot of vegetables, and I just need to. I just need to. Starches, anything like that, I really need to upgrade that. So the next one is take a Pure Barre class 2 times a week. That is what my technical like plan is. Like the plan that I'm under for Pure Barre is 2 classes per week, so I want to keep that up, so I'm actually getting my money's worth. Next one is 3 outdoor walks per week minimum, and that is just basically like taking a stroll, putting on a podcast, maybe taking the dogs for a walk, anything like that. I really want to do because I think it's important for my mental health, and I think it's just going to be a good way for me to get active. I want to do 1 Peloton bike ride per week and 1 weight session per week. Whether that happens or not, it's a goal, so that like all of that combined would be working out 4 to 5 times a week. Obviously some weeks that's just not going to be attainable, but those are my goals for the week at least. I want to get back on taking vitamins because I know I'm lacking in some areas, and I want to eat out only 1 time a week. So I can choose to eat out 1 time per week, whether that's getting lunch, getting dinner, anything like that. I really want to try and limit it to 1 day a week. Obviously, if there's a bunch of friends in town, that's a little different, but like day to day, I just want to eat out 1 time per week, and hopefully that'll help. Hopefully that'll help with spending excessive money on food. Okay, the next section I have is for my mind. So goals for my mind, my mental health. I want to read 10 minutes before bed every night because I've been doing that and it's actually really good. I'm reading the book In 5 Years and it helps me get tired so much faster. I really like it. I want to read 10 books total this year, so that's roughly 1 book a month. I think I can do that, but I also set a reading goal last year and I didn't hit it, so we're going for 10 books. I know that sounds really little, but I really don't read anymore, so I really want to get back into that. I want to continue therapy. If you didn't know, I am in therapy. It is one of the best things I've done for myself and I'm really enjoying it, so hopefully I can continue to work through some things like that. Another one is to utilize aromatherapy daily. I have aromatherapy things that I put like behind my ears. I have my diffuser in my room that I can put on. I have a lot of things that I can use to like utilize that. So I do want to utilize aromatherapy because I think it really does help. Like smells are said to help to like calm you down. So I do want to do that. And then I need to stop bringing home my work. So this is like my day job. I'm a manager at Chick-fil-A. And I love my job, but I do bring it home and I let the stress of work seep into like the stress of my home life, and I need to stop doing that because it's not helping me and it's not it's just not doing me any good. So I need to do, stop bringing home my work. I need to put things on do not disturb more. Yeah, so like once I leave, unless there's like something going on, I am checked out, I'm done. I need to be better at that. And then the last 2 goals that I have is for beauty. I just want to upgrade my wardrobe and find a makeup routine that I love. So now I know that sounds like a heck ton of goals and you're like, Emily, there's no way you're gonna hit all those, but I really do like to be specific, like I said in my goals for the years. So it's really important for me that I like actually am working on like doing these things. So yes, I know it seems like a lot, but I think it's gonna be helpful, and I think more of it is like lifestyle changes that'll be able to like move, like help a lot in my day-to-day life. So with that, the next thing is I wanted to talk about is making my 2022 vision board. Now I made this on Canva and I really like the way I did it. So I'm gonna put a picture of it on the screen and I'll kind of take you guys through it. Let me grab my laptop so I can look at it too. Okay. All right, so I'm looking at my 2022 vision board and it kind of goes in like a circle. So starting in the top left-hand corner, I see like a woman with skincare on, a puppy. I'm always manifesting a puppy. And then like some skincare and just some like summer Friday stuff. So that's basically just like wellness. I want to make sure that I'm like taking care of my skin, which I'm horrible at. And just like taking care of my body, showering, making my sure I'm clean, that kind of stuff. Because I do tend to struggle with that sometimes when I get into like depressive states. It's like the first thing that goes out the window is like my personal hygiene, which I've never actually said that online and that's kind of gross, but like that's the truth. So we're gonna kind of go, we'll just go from left to right. So underneath the kind of like skincare-y stuff, sorry, underneath the skincare stuff, there's a lot of like health food stuff, and that's because I really want to change my diet. I bloat very bad. I think I have a lot of food intolerances, so I really want to change my diet this year. So that's basically a lot of these. This is like that Whole Foods thing that we were touching on. So there's a picture of like a Buddha bowl, there's a picture of avocado toast and some salad, there's a picture of a shopping cart with some like fresh fruits and veggies in it. So that's that. And then the big quote on there is, be so focused on watering your grass that you don't have time to check if someone else is greener. I need to be reminded of this almost every day because I get so obsessed with what other people are doing, and it's so bad and it's so unhealthy, and I'm like, you know what, I just need to not do that. So that is my biggest like focus point, is that. So then you move over, you see the big 2022, there's a photo of a yoga mat and some like, it's just very like a peaceful photo with like a yoga flow happening in the computer. So I really want to, that's more of like my zen, protecting my peace. And then if you move over a little bit more, there's obviously the nightstand. I just thought that was a really pretty picture, very calming. And then there's some nails. That's like my favorite nail look right now. I'm like, but I just thought it was like very clean and just like something I wanted to embody. So if you keep moving over, there's gonna be some photos of some like outfits and some neutral shades and some like photo inspo. That's basically just what I want to embody in like my new wardrobe, is very just like neutral, very casual, very like staple capsule pieces. So that's why all of those are in there. And then the next quote says, trust the process. Know that you're exactly where you're meant to be, even though you may not be where you thought you would. And another thing that I need to be reminded of. So I really love that quote. And then if you go up a little bit, there's a quote that says, you are the sun. I just love that. I've always loved that. I think it's, you are the sun of your own life. Like, you're sunshine. And I just think that like people need to be reminded of that all the time. You are the sun. It's like that quote from Grey's Anatomy, you are the sun, Meredith, and he revolves around you, or whatever it was. Christina said it to Meredith about Derek. Anyways, around that is like a very neutral bedroom, and then a bathtub, and so another like neutral bedroom in the corner. So it's basically just like very calming, very zen, very natural, like all of those things. So that is my 2022 vision board. It is not that like crazy. It is not that intense. Like, it's just basically embodying things that I want to focus on this year, and I think it all flowed together really well, so I'm really happy with it. But yeah, so I know all of those goals may have seemed surface level, but I really think it's like I really enjoy them. Okay, I'm really excited to try and work on those things, and it may seem a little selfish, but you know what, like, you have to be selfish when it comes to yourself and your mental health, and I am really focusing on me this year, and that's something I need to do. So with that, those are my 2022 intentions, word of the year, vision board, all of those things, and I am really excited for this year. So stay tuned for super fun content coming up. I'm really excited to share more with you guys. And yeah, if you guys made a video like this, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. I would be happy to check yours out and kind of see what you guys come up with. But yeah, happy new year. I hope you guys are having a great start to your year, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.